Hello, welcome to this week's Neumann Update. I'm Amaris Manning.
And I'm Lexi Lomax. As the border wall is being built in Mexico, part of it is also coming down. About 15 to 20 citizens in Tijuana have been arrested for stealing parts of the concertina wire from the top of the border fence and selling it to homeowners for extra protection. Last year, the Citizens Council for Public Security and Criminal Justice declared Tijuana as the most violent city in the world. Unfortunately, the people arrested were mainly Mexican citizens, and most were people who have been deported from the United States and people who have problems with drug addiction and live mostly on the street. However, one woman denies that it was a Mexican that sold her the wire. She describes the man as an American punk, blue eyes, blonde hair, who didn't speak English very well. She claimed that if she knew that the wire came from the border wall, then she wouldn't have bought any.
Following the tragedy of New Zealand last Friday, in which two mosques were under attack, resulting to the deaths of 49 people, including children, members of the Tree of Life Synagogue came together to show their support and condolences for the lives lost in New Zealand. Last year, on October 28, 2018, the Tree of Life Synagogue was attacked by a gunman, resulting to the deaths of 11 individuals. Thus, the members of the Tree Life created a GoFundMe page, feeling compelled to come to the aid of those impacted by the attack in New Zealand last Friday and show the same compassion which they received from people around the world of different faiths just a few months after being victimized by gun violence from extremist actions. Included in the GoFundMe statement, Tree of Life recalls with love and immediate overwhelming support they received from their Muslim brothers and sisters in Pittsburgh.
This Thursday, on March 21st, students and faculty of Neumann University were welcome to attend a presentation by guest speaker Theo Patton, an American journalist and former captive of Al-Qaeda from 2012 to 2014. Patton spoke to the audience about his 22-month ordeal and how he managed to overcome the hardship he experienced for 2 years.
Spring is definitely taking a sweet time arriving this year. This past Wednesday kicked off our spring season. Although the temperature-wise, it just doesn't meet the mark. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's not feeling so springy.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I thought snow was going to start falling.
Yeah, it was so cold.
But with temperatures only getting up to 54 degrees for our first day of a long-awaited spring, it seems we may have to hang in there a little bit longer. I think everyone may just be very anxious considering the winter we just endured. But moving on to today's forecast, we have a high of 50 degrees with a chance of evening showers and wind gusts at 23 miles per hour. Tomorrow we have a mix of sun and a few clouds with gusty winds at 51 degrees. Sunday starts off with partly cloudy skies in the morning, which will give way to steady clouds in the afternoon with a high of 56 degrees. The temperature for Monday gives a high of 52 degrees with rain showers developing later in the day. Tuesday comes with a few clouds in the early morning, but the rest of the day follows with mostly sunny skies at a chilly 47 degrees. Wednesday, the temperature rises just a bit at 50 degrees and remains bright and sunny. A beautiful Thursday for the Phillies home opener brings a high of 56 degrees with nothing but sun in the forecast. Next weekend, we look forward to spring-like temperatures finally, with the average temperature rounding about out to 62 degrees.
Hey, thanks guys. So Neumann University baseball was able to get a big win against Abington on Thursday, despite a poor pitching performance. Moving on, women's lacrosse was able to get their really big win this season on Thursday in the rainy weather. Neumann University men's golf team will start off their season at Rock Manor in Wilmington, Delaware. They'll be playing in the Neumann Swarthmore Invitational. They'll be led by our very own Jared Chrisman and Joe Mitchell. Mike Trout just broke Bryce Harper's record of the most paid athlete in MLB. He just signed a $430 million deal for 12 years in his contract extension with the Los Angeles Angels. Ichiro Suzuki just retired last week in a game in Japan in the Seattle Mariners season opener. Hunter Pence just made the opening day roster for the Texas Rangers. Julio Jones is going to be, oh man. Let's just send, all right, let's, March Madness, it's, let's just go back to the desk. Damn.
Thanks, Leonard. A lot's going on in sports. It's just, I don't watch sports like that. But African American activist group Project 21 have requested for the NAACP to drop actor Jussie Smollett's nomination for an Image Award after the actor falsely after the actor falsely reported to Chicago police that he had been attacked and threatened by two men that shouted racial and homophobic slurs to him in the process. A close source to investigators later disclosed that Smollett had paid the two men to participate in the alleged attack, and Smollett later turned himself in to face 16 charges of disorderly conduct. The purpose of the Image Awards is to celebrate the achievements and performances by people of color and individuals that promote social justice through creative endeavors. And in spite of being nominated prior to his arrest for his performance in the show Empire, Project 21 says that his actions were inexcusable. The co-chairman of Project 21, Counsel Ned II, said that Smollett's actions opened racial tensions nationwide, negatively impacting the healing process of the racial wounds, defeating the purpose and goals of the NAACP. The NAACP has yet to respond to the request, as the 50th NAACP Image Awards are set to take place on March 30th. But aside of the heavy news that we report, there is good in the world and amazing people to enlighten our hearts. Take two children, for example, both with different disabilities, but both turn their challenges into triumphs. Our very own Amanda DeCarlos has the story.
6-year-old Yvette Ray was born with optic nerve fibroplasia and is completely blind in one eye and has very limited vision in the other. In spite of his condition, Yvette's musical talent makes him an inspiration. At 11 months old, Yvette played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the piano by ear, and then turned, and his musical passion has grown since then. He has taught himself how to play many popular songs by artists such as Queen, Adele, and the Turtles. Yvette's mother, Sarah Moore, has uploaded videos on YouTube of Yvette playing music, and the videos have gone viral. One being a video of him asking his mother to send a video of a song to Adele. Later on, Yvette was asked to perform for the Centerville, Ohio schools, which had the attendance of nearly 900 people in the performance, which is his biggest yet. Yvette was also asked to perform at a Ronald McDonald fundraiser in April. Another child breaking this glass ceiling is 8 years old, Savannah Dahan. She was born with moderate to severe hearing loss and comes from a deaf family. Savannah often wears a hearing aid and uses different methods to understand music. According to her father, Savannah memorizes the lyrics of a song and then learns how to sign it to the beat of the music in order to be able to follow the flow of it. Savannah's recent video of her song by Carrie Underwood's The Champions has gone viral and has received positive reviews. And according to her father, people both hearing and deaf had reached out saying how inspiring her story is. Now back to the desk.
That's all we have this week for the Neumann Update. I'm Amaris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Lomax. Have a great weekend.